Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, the #1 place for people who love design, art and all things creative. I'm Jacqueline and I'm an interior architect and designer here at D&B. In today's video, I want to share with you guys Instagram accounts all interior designers and architects should follow. Over the years, I feel like I've built up a solid collection of Instagram accounts that give me inspiration and just generally fuel my creativity and get me excited to create something new. Which is why I thought it might actually be really useful for me to share these with you guys, because although Pinterest is obviously the source of most of our inspiration, I do think that Instagram has a much broader and specific collection. So if you want to know the top design accounts to follow, let's jump into the video. First off, I want to start by mentioning some accounts that I think are really inspirational when it comes to the technical side of design and producing your work on specific software. Some which I think are great are Illustarc, Arcolution, and Art and Arc. I love these accounts because whenever I want some inspiration for a presentation and layouts, there are hundreds and hundreds of ideas here. And although I would say I found my technical design style and I use that on every project now, but if you're still unsure of your design style at the moment, these accounts have a wide variety of different types of styles that I think will help inspire you to find your own. Other Instagram accounts to follow are the official accounts of the software you use. The ones I use are Vectorworks and Twinmotion, so obviously I both follow their respective accounts. This tip might seem pretty obvious, but it's a solid way of seeing other people's examples of what your software can create. And although I like to consider myself accomplished in Twinmotion now, in the beginning I was pretty clueless, just like we all are when starting a new design software, right? But on their page I got to see what was possible with the software, which ultimately inspired me to learn more and use it properly. And guys, feel free to share any more design counts down below that you love, because the more inspiration we can give the design tribe, the better. Let's forget about digital Instagram accounts and travel back to old school drafting. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean though. Personally, I still love to draw and sketch out my ideas, and honestly, it's not a skill that everyone has nowadays, so if you do, use it. If you love to sketch out your designs, these are my favourite accounts to get the creative juices flowing. Motohiro Ishikawa. His account is my absolute favourite for producing planned drawings. Olga Pavarova, Sergei Tiomirov, and Menitskaya Design. The reason why I love these three accounts in particular is because of their sketchy, unruly style. It's not too refined. I mean, don't get me wrong, they look obviously amazing, but their style is somewhat relaxed compared to some other styles that I've seen. And personally, I really relate a lot to their style, which is why I look at their accounts a lot for drawing inspo. But those are more on the interior design side, so if I was to recommend an archisketcher account, I would definitely say Shami Dowd's page. Woo, this guy can draw. Whether he's using pro markers, watercolours, or just simple black fine liners, all of his work is awe-inspiring for sure. Now, if we're simply going to talk about architecture and interior design inspo, I have a few accounts for you guys to check out. I feel like I don't even have to mention the next one to you guys because I'm sure you're very familiar with it, but I have to say it. Arc Daily. Yeah, I'm not even going to explain that one. Secondly, for interiors, Designers and Designers Deco are amazing accounts to check out for some of the coolest interior design projects. It's run by fellow YouTuber Zahira Khoury as well, which I of course really admire. If you're a lover of hospitality design, which I obviously am, then check out these Instagram accounts. 4Space Design, Design Restaurants, Hospitality Design, which is actually a magazine as well, and Taste for Interiors. We obviously do commercial projects here at the studio, as well as residential of course, but I find that there are not many hospitality design accounts compared to the level of home interior ones on Instagram. So I follow these ones for inspiration and also to see where my next meal might be. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. Another general design account that I love is Studio Link. Which is an account that showcases home extensions based in London, and they show many different renovations from different architecture practices. And yeah, this page just gives me the ultimate home inspiration. Speaking of home inspiration, I find that the best way to find your interior design style is by typing it in the search bar by using a hashtag rather than typing in what you like and then looking for an account with that in the name. For example, if you like a bohemian design, type that hashtag in and then that way you can find bohemian interior design accounts to follow. Because, you know, when you think about it, a lot of people don't actually have bohemian design in their account name. So by using the hashtags, it's much easier to find accounts to follow. There are two Instagram accounts that give me ideas when it comes to materials, and they are Material Bank and Temsa London. I pick these accounts because I absolutely love their feeds and the way they put together their mood boards. Oftentimes I find material mood boards are maybe the dullest part of a project, and I love the technical side more if I'm honest, but their accounts give me inspiration for creating a really cool looking material selection. What is the number one topic we should all care about? Sustainability. I think we can all agree with that. So when it comes to producing things sustainably, my top design accounts are Design City Lab, Inhabitat, and ArchiRoots. All of them have some really innovative projects to inspire that part of you that wants to save the planet. And importantly, they share the newest trends so that you can keep up with the ever-evolving sustainable trends. I'm sure you're also wondering who are the best designers to follow, and if I'm being honest guys, it completely depends on your own opinion. Who you think is great might not be who I think is the great designer. So I'm just going to give you my personal favourite designers, but honestly there are so many interior designers and architects on Instagram that are fantastic, so don't think that these are the only two. My favourite interior designer account on Instagram is Karen Bon from House of Bon. She is also a YouTuber and interior designer, and I love both of her pages because 1, I love the projects and the insight into her design studio, and 2, I love the entrepreneurial energy she has, which is why I find her inspiring. Now, top architect account to follow. If you've watched my World's Best Architect video, then you'll already know that my favourite architect is Blanc. I've previously explained why he's my favourite, and more importantly, his ideologies and even how Big planned to design on the moon, so I don't want to bore you with that. But if you want to watch the video, I'll link it for you guys at the end. The Blanc group page gives us a look at their latest builds, and what I love about his personal page is that it gives us an insight into the day-to-day things that inspires him, which I really appreciate because you don't really see often how architects themselves get inspired. Now, these are just a few Instagram accounts architects and interior designers should follow, but there are of course many others. I also follow lots of interior design studios, architectural practices, contractors, commercial furniture companies, material suppliers, which would obviously take me all day to name. You just have to do a lot of research in the hashtag jungle in order to find some that you resonate with and want to follow. If you're new to our channel, I just want to say welcome. On this channel, we talk about interior design, architecture, illustration, content creation, and graphic design. So if any of that interests you, make sure to subscribe to see videos just like this one. I hope that you like my top design Instagram accounts I suggested for you, because they really do inspire me and open up my mind to new ideas. And of course, all the accounts are linked down below for you guys. Leave me a phone emoji down below so that I know that you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something new. And of course, give it a thumbs up, because by doing that, you actually do really help our channel. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.